What's up, fellas? So today we're here to talk about 10 things that men do subconsciously to validate women or to gain reassurance from women. Now, for a lot of you guys, you might not understand when I mean gain reassurance. This is when a woman pretty much is feeding you scraps and you don't know where you stand. So you trying to find out where you stand. You trying to find out if she really like you. Okay, that's what I mean by gain reassurance. Okay, so and I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. This could be one of the most important videos I've made, and I'm gonna tell you why. One reason I've been so good at gaining and maintaining attachments these days is because I don't make these mistakes no more. This is critical for your game. And it's a fine balance also. I want to bring that into play. It's a fine balance. It's a fine balance between not validating a woman and acting like you don't give a damn completely. Because either one of them is going to run the woman off. If you act like you don't even like the fucking woman and don't even know how to throw the bitch a bone every now and then, throw the bitch a bone, man. If this your bone, just, wait around and throw the bitch a bone. You guys just get on here, and I get it. It takes time. I made this mistake too when I improved my game, going too hard, too cold. It's a fine balance. It's a fine balance between not overdoing it and being coming across as though you're emotionally unavailable. Either one of them, I promise you, I've made this mistake, will run a woman off. I'm just telling you that now. Now, understand that these are subconscious, other things you can do to validate women, but they obviously, in my opinion, wouldn't be subconscious. These are subconscious things that we do without even thinking about it. Okay, obviously there would be more ways to validate women than this. Number one, and this would be one to gain reassurance, right? Telling a woman you miss her or you love her. And you guys are thinking right now, what the fuck you mean? How is that gaining reassurance? See, this is why I say this goes to subconscious. What happens when you tell somebody you miss them or you love them? What you expecting back? You want to hear it back. If I tell you I love you, you can't say, oh, thank you, and walk away. Bitch, is something you want to say? Shit, huh? Speak up, I can't hear you. If I said I love you, goddamn, you better say it back. If I say I miss you, goddamn, you better, oh, I miss you too. You goddamn right. If I say I miss you, I say, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, sweet my ass. Something you want to say, bitch? Speak up. So when you tell her, I have never told her, I can't remember the last time I told a woman I love her because I don't try to gain reassurance. Okay. Or I miss her. Now, the one with I miss you, it can be feeding scraps. Because I do say that from time to time. When a woman is complaining, y'all guys grasp that? When a woman is complaining that, I don't communicate enough, or I don't see her enough, or I don't make enough time for her. Saying I miss you is a good counterbalance. You guys, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. You do what you want to do. You cannot be walking around here just being cold zombies. I'm telling you, either one of them is going to run a woman off. If she's complaining, and that's when I do it. When women are complaining that they don't hear from me enough, or I don't call enough, or they don't see me enough, I say things like, I miss you. Dad is just working, you know what I'm saying? But I miss you. But only when they're complaining. If you're saying stuff like that and she ain't even saying nothing, complain about, you not giving her enough attention or communication, and you just offering that up. The thing is, what you guys got to understand is, women understand why you say stuff like that. They understand that, oh, he's on the shit. He don't know if I like him. That's what you guys got to understand. That women, they do know. This is where their instincts come in. See, we got these big muscles. We actually are very smart, more mechanically, mathematically, all this type of things. But one thing that from what I've observed about the world that balance it out, women have better instincts than men. That's what I've seen. They just have better instincts than men. We have more strength. We're faster. We're stronger. We're more smarter. But it just seems to me well, they have more instincts, and sometimes people confuse those instincts with them being smarter. When you say women are smarter than men, they're not smarter than men. They just have better instincts. Okay, guys, that's what I've seen. Some of you guys might disagree with that, but that's what I've seen. They have better instincts than men. All right. Next, and this is a big one too, guys, trying to hold her hand. All right. The thing with holding a woman's hand, guys, is she has to always initiate it. Now, I think most of you guys are pretty keen on this and public displays of affection and stuff like this. If you're walking out, most of you guys know that. The issue it comes in is when y'all like in a setting, home setting, and you're reaching for a hand and stuff. Let her initiate all that. What that is, all right, what that is she's not being affectionate with you at the moment, and now you're reaching out to gain reassurance. That should be her job. And the thing is, guys, and this is key, if you don't see a woman doing stuff like that, if you don't see a woman telling you, asking you, do you miss me? That means that she's not in a state of uncertainty. That's what I've seen. So whenever I've seen that a woman is not seeking that reassurance from me, I know I'm giving too much of it. I'm giving too much reassurance. That's what I've seen. So if you never see your girl initiating hand contact and stuff like that, either she views you as a beta male provider or you're giving too much certainty, which is going to help her view you as a beta male provider. That's what I've seen in my life. It's women's natural instinct to want to gain reassurance from a man that they're chasing his validation. See, the thing is, somebody's going to chase somebody's validation. So either she's going to chase yours, which is the right way to be, because that means that she's in turmoil. That means she don't know where you stand, or you're going to chase her, which is going to turn her off, because what you're doing then is saying you're higher value than me. And so I'm in a state of uncertainty. Does that sound confident to you? What's the most attractive thing about a man to a woman? Confidence. If you're trying to gain certainty from her, does that sound confident to you? That sounds like you ain't got no confidence to me. So that's why the attraction drops when you try to gain reassurance. So never initiate physical contact, guys. Never. I never do it. The only time I do it is if I just got my ass chewed out, that, you know, I don't communicate enough. So say we sitting on the couch and this has happened, right? And the woman is, you know, you don't communicate enough, blah, blah, blah. You know, hey, listen, you know I'm working. Now, you know, if I had more time, I'll give you more time. Now, you know, I'm trying to build an empire here. I know, I try to be understanding. And so then in a situation like that, I will. But unless a woman is chewing my ass out and, you know, I have to throw a bone or something like that right then, the worst thing you want to do in a situation like that, for all you guys out here that don't really call your girl, don't initiate text and all this other type of stuff, when she starts chewing your stuff out, you're going to have to say some of this stuff. But that's the only time you should be doing it. You should not be reaching for physical contact unless she's chewing you out that you ain't calling her or texting her enough. Because at that point, you're acting to her, she's not even sure if you care about her. It's coming across to her at that point that she's just a piece of ass and she's just another girl in your rotation, because she does know you're dating other women. I hope you know that. I hope all you guys know that when a woman views you as an alpha male, she's kind of anticipating that you're dating other women. Okay. And when you act cold on top of that, what it comes off is she's just a plug in your clog, in your rotation. That's what she is. That she's just a piece of ass. She's just your Thursday or Friday piece of ass. That's what it's going to come across as if you don't balance that shit out. So that's the only time you should do stuff like that, is when she's chewing your ass out. If she's not doing that, then you're acting in a state of uncertainty. Next, giving a woman a direct compliment. I like your hair. Why would you do that? Why would you give a woman a direct compliment? Why would you do that? A lot of time is to hear one back. So what does that mean when you want to hear one back? That means that I'm uncertainty of your attraction. So if I say, I like your hair, and bitch, you supposed to say, I like your shirt. You supposed to say, I like something. I want to hear it. Speak up. That's what a compliment comes from. That's the basis of a compliment. You want to hear something back in return. Okay. A lot of times also, guys, it could be kissing a woman's ass. Now, I think some of you guys might have knew this, but I don't think a lot of you guys knew the part about wanting to hear it back. It's like you're trying to gain some reassurance. I think most of you guys know about the complimenting to kiss a woman's ass, so you think she'll like you. I think most of you guys know that. I've talked about that in several videos, but one I haven't talked about is when you tell a woman a compliment so she can give you one back. The same way you would tell a woman, I miss you or I love you, just to hear it back, especially I love you. That is specifically to hear it back. I love you, baby. You want to hear it back. She knows that. I'm not telling you not to tell a woman you love her. Just let her say it first. If she says it first, then say it back. If you love her, right? If you love her, if she said it, you say it back. But don't you initiate it. Let her say it. Let her say it first. If she don't say it, you don't say it. All right. You just always say it back if you love her. All right. I had one girl who was telling me she loved me, and she was like, you don't love me? And I was like, I'm very fond of you, but I said it takes time for my feelings to develop because I didn't love her. If I loved her, I wouldn't have had no problem telling them, but I didn't. All right. That was the infamous Sunday chick, guys. She the one. And all that came into play while that relationship dissolved, right? All right. And another thing about that too was I was too cold with her, even when she was complaining. This is the part of me learning also, guys. My learning still going on. Me and her only stopped talking, a year and a half ago? No, it's actually been about 2 years. God damn, time flies. Me and her actually started talking 2 years ago. That 2 years went by just that fast. And y'all guys know I used to always talk about her in my earlier videos, but 2 years went by just that fast. It's amazing how time, it's been 2 years, it'll be 2 years. And y'all guys say, damn, how you remember? I remember specifically because the last time I saw her was on my birthday, the week of my birthday. That was the last time I saw her. And then we communicated like another week after that. And my birthday's in November. And we communicated a week after that or so or whatever. And then she went no contact, I went no contact, and that was it. All right, and for y'all guys wondering why she went no contact, she was complaining about me not calling and texting and all this other type of stuff because at that point I was too cold. Like I tell y'all guys, everything I tell you guys is from my mistakes. I don't sit down and read books and, oh, this is great, I'm gonna say this on the video. No, I done it. And I'm man enough to admit, along with other mistakes, like I tell y'all guys, I had got comfortable and I wasn't bringing the sexual intensity. I told y'all guys all this type of stuff. But another big aspect was she had been complaining about lack of communication and I did nothing about it. Too cold. Even when she was complaining, still too cold. Okay, I've learned, and I already knew to feed women scraps, but what happened was I felt like she was so attached that I still didn't have to do it. And see, even in that aspect, guys, even a woman get attached, if you come across too cold, you'll lose the attachment. Sorry about that, fellas. Damn Google. If I remember to cut it out, I'll cut it out. But still too cold. Okay, guys? So that's another one. Don't give a woman a direct compliment. All right. And this is one I've talked about a lot. But got to bring this one in there because I love the arguments on this one. Eating a woman out. Now, a lot of you guys are going to swear for God. And I think a lot of you guys, to be fair, I think a lot of you guys do mean this. I think a lot of you guys do mean this when you say this, that you eat women out because you enjoy it. And you're going to have a hard time convincing me on that one. To the death of me, I'm going to say you eat women out because subconsciously, that's why this is called subconscious. I don't think men hash out a plan that, okay, this is the way I'm going to validate. No, I think men subconsciously do this. You subconsciously know that that's the best way to make a woman orgasm, which is the best way to keep her happy. Ain't nobody going to tell me that otherwise. You have a hard time convincing me on that. Now, for you guys that do it, I ain't gonna be able to change your mind on it. We already know that. I know that. Do what you do. I'm gonna tell you this. If you watch closely behind women that you eat or you go down on, you're gonna see a loss of respect and attraction. She appreciate it. And that's the same thing with compliments. You got to pay close attention. They appreciate it, the compliment, and they appreciate you going down on them. But if any of you guys ever pay close attention afterwards, it's like she tests a little more. Pay attention to it. The next time it happens, watch. You'll notice the next couple of days or the next week or so, she'll pull back just a little bit, because subconsciously women know what that's all about. You chasing her validation. If you think I'm lying, just think back in your life to every woman that you went down on, and seeking you remember a slight pullback. A slight pullback. That slight pullback was a slight loss of attraction, because it's you trying to gain her validation at that point. Now, like I tell you guys, everything I talk about in these videos, I done and seen. I didn't read this in a book. I've seen it in my life. You think I ain't never done this shit? You think a 40-year-old man ain't never did the shit? I done this shit, and I'm telling you, I noticed a slight withdrawal afterwards. I'm just gonna put that out there, because it's too validating and it's too submissive. It's a little loss of respect. You would think that it would gain you more. And I'm not saying the girl breaks up with you and nothing like that. No, because you probably made an orgasm and all this and that other shit, so she ain't gonna break up with you. You crazy? But I guarantee you she became a little bit more difficult, a little less submissive. Because I've never had a girl break up with me after doing it in my past. But I just know it's like, damn, she a little bit more testy today, a little bit more feisty. Where is this shit coming from? Because you would think like, goddamn, girl, I had you climb the wall last night. Where all this attitude coming from? Where all this testing shit coming from? Every time. So you just pay attention to it. It's too validating. Do what you want to do. I don't do it no more. All right. Number 5, liking her social media pics. And I think a lot of you guys know about that one, but a lot of you guys don't know about this, or some of you guys do. Watching her stories. Hey, what's the big deal? Watching her stories. Man, do y'all guys ever notice? I'm gonna say this. Women go back to see who watched those stories. Now, if they got 3 million followers, then it probably don't matter. But for the girl you dating who got 800 followers or 1,000 followers, or even if she got 2,000 followers, you know, the average girl who ain't trying to be a thought on Instagram, or an Instagram model, she might have 1,000 followers, 1,500 or something like that. Oh, she gonna go back and watch her story. And then y'all guys knows how you know it's just for her validation. What women post on those stories most of the times? A bottle of water, a donkey kicking his own ass, a picture of Martin Luther King Jr., some bullshit. But the reason wasn't for the picture. She just wanted to see who came to watch her story. It's not like they posting ass pics on there, even though that's what we be thinking. Oh, what she posted? A picture of goddamn Malcolm X. A picture of a bottle of water. Some bullshit. Just think about most of the times what are women posting. I ain't talking about the Instagram models who are trying to get you to join their OnlyFans so they give you a little snippet. I'm talking about the girl, the average girl in your neighborhood that you dating, or the girl you met at the club last week that got 1,500 followers. What does she post in her goddamn story? A waterfall. But the point is, she just wanted to see who's gonna come over there and click on her story to see what it is, because she know what you're looking for. So watching those stories, guys, are big. The solution to this is, guys, any girl that I'm dating, I never follow them on Instagram. They don't even ask me about what my Instagram story is. I don't follow them, period. They don't even ask me what my Instagram username is. Now I know I'm 40 and that might not be what you can do at 18. I get that. What I would recommend for you to do is she can follow you, but you don't follow her. All right. That's what I would do. Or if you just got the discipline, you can follow her, right? Because the girl might be like, you ain't follow me back or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get that. You just got to have the discipline not to watch those goddamn stories. Me, myself, I stay off any girl I date Instagram page. Don't even ask me, but I'm dealing with older women. I get that. You guys dealing with 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old women, and that might not be an option. So you might just have to have the discipline not to look at her stories. That's what it's too fuck. Oh, if you're going to look at them, look at one once a month. Don't be over there every story. Every story. Now, if she got a big following, don't matter. I got like almost 50,000 followers on IG, right? Around 50,000 followers on IG, right? And you think I can go back over there and look at everybody who looked at my story, especially since I got mostly a dude following? But could you imagine if I had like a high female following, say I was a female dating coach or something like that? You best believe my ass be over there trying to see who the hell watched my story. If I was one of these female dating coaches or something like that, one of these male female dating coaches, I would damn sure be looking, trying to see specifically if it was a girl on there that was following me that I liked or something like that. I would damn sure want to see if she watching my stories. So stay off those girls' stories. Very big, guys. A lot of women post bullshit. A lot of women won't even post pics in the pic session just because they want to see who's going to come over there and look at their stories. So they'll stay loading that story up. They won't even post nothing down, no pics down here, because you know what? Other than likes, you can have no idea who looked at the pic. But if I posted in my story, I get to see who came and watched the story. So stay off them goddamn stories, guys. Number 6, guys, going out of your way to make sure everybody see y'all together. Yeah, the issue with this, guys, and I tell you guys, if you got a hot girl, to make sure people know that you have a hot girl, stuff like that. Notice I said going out of your way. There's a difference. So you could have went this way, but since everybody around that way, and you want everybody to see y'all together, you want to go this way. Y'all guys see that? So at that point, what happens is you're treating a woman like a trophy, which lets her know that she has higher value than you. You do something like that, expect a woman to lose a little attraction to you. Women want you to be the prize, not them. Okay, guys? So do not go out your way. Hey, if it just so happened, people see y'all together, fine. You go to lunch, whatever, fine. Do not go out your way. I've done this before, especially when I was in school. I wanted to show the girl my friends and stuff like that. I took her spots where I knew my friends would be at. Me looking back on it now, I'm like, damn, that was corny. You don't think that woman know that? Like I tell you guys, women have instincts for shit like that. They know why you doing it. I tell you what, date you a 6 or a 7 and watch they do it. Watch they want to show everybody who she talking to. Watch and see how it make you feel. Like, damn, bitch, I thought you was a little ugly, but seeing you treat me like this and try to poke me up, try to use me for clout and shit, just confirms you super ugly. I done dated a 7 before, and the bitch wanted the whole world to fucking know. She couldn't wait to show me out to the family, to the friends, got her co-workers come up here to work. This was years ago, right? And you don't think I knew why she was doing all that? Using me for clout. Look at my boyfriend. She didn't say that, but that's what her action said. The same thing go for you guys when you purposely go out your way to try to show your girl off. It's going to be times where it's just going to happen, naturally, but all I'm saying is don't go out your way. Trust me, she knows what you're trying to do. And it's hard to do, especially when you get a dime. Man, I want to go to every club. We're going to hit 4 clubs tonight. Guess what? We're going bowling. We're going to the movies. We're going to see my family. I remember I had this red bone one time. This was years ago. I was like 22, 23. Man, I took around and showed her all my aunties, all my cousins, every goddamn thing. I was like, I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking about, man, that was lame. Because we as men know we get more respect when we have a hotter woman. We just like, oh, look at you. They don't say that, but you kind of, Now, if that woman was a 7, I wouldn't have took her ass no goddamn well. Now, when you give a woman that type of validation as though she's a trophy, as though she's bringing that much value to your life, you giving her that, she's going to lose attraction. You're going to see a slight pullback. Next, guys, taking her to nice spots before she's earned it. Anytime, take a note on this, anytime you try to impress a woman, you're letting her know she's high value. This is validation. This is, You're higher value than me. I have to impress you. Now I take women to nice spots after you came out them draws. See, at that point, it's like this. I don't treat you like I have to earn you like you're the prize. That's what I consider nice spots. I treat it like you earned me. And so now I get to give you a treat. That's how you gave me what I wanted and it was good. And so now I get to give you a good treat. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And that goes into my experience. When I say experience, I mean giving a woman the experience. You can't treat a woman like shit. You guys can do what the fuck you want to do. Hey, if you think you can just call a girl over and take her ass to play bingo every goddamn Saturday, and that won't be it, you do what you want to do, guys. You do you, I do me, and let's see how. For all them dating coaches that tell you guys, don't take women on dates, what are receipts? Y'all ever notice that? They got all these theories. They got all this talk. What are receipts? Show me one goddamn receipt. See, that's the thing about theories. I can tell you from experience, there's no way a hot woman in her right mind will let you just fuck her and just invite her over. No way. You can get away with that on some 6s. I will give you that. Even some 7s. But when you start talking about the 9s and 10s, even the 8s, women who have generally more options, I don't care how good your dick is. I can almost promise you within a month or so, maybe 2 months, she's going to start feeling used. So you can do what you want to do. But like I say, I do take women to nice spots and I do it for myself. They're just the benefit of my company. But to be honest too, I also deep down know that if you want a woman to keep coming back, she has to get something also in return. It just doesn't make logical sense. Just use your fucking head. So if you're listening to these dating coaches who got all these theories on dates, don't take women on dates, what are receipts? These motherfuckers buying prostitutes trying to be a dating coach. What are receipts? They can't even make a phone call. They got a lot of theories. Anybody who's out here dealing with women, any guy in my comment section that's my age, 40 years old, ask them how long does dating a hot woman without taking her on a date last? Now, if you just want to have fun, 1, 2, and just bang constant women, you can do that. At the point in my life, I'm not about just sleeping with 50, 60 women. I don't even get no interest out of it anymore. My thing is now is to, what I told y'all guys, to build my polygamy relationships. That's my goal. I don't even get no bang. I just bang these constant chicks. I just want to get a constant 4-girl polygamous relationship. Possible 5. And it's going to take some time to do them, but that's what I want. I don't even get that out of no fucking sleeping with no 50, 60. I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't have to do no dates either if I would just want to do wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But I have no interest in that. See, I like non-monogamous relationships. I don't like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I actually, I'm finna commit the ultimate sin. I actually enjoy female companionship. I know that shocks the shit out of y'all. And I used to didn't like female companionship until I learned how to make their ass behave. Women used to be annoying as fuck to me. Always testing and shit until I learned about masculine frame. Until I learned I had to hold a masculine frame. Until I learned, man, you know what? These women start acting stupid when I'm acting fucking like a cheese ball, cornball, trying to be a comedian. When I'm acting like a fucking man, they get their ass and fucking on point. And once I master masculine frame, I don't have these issues out of women no more. So I actually now enjoy female companionship because they actually are pretty good if you know how to make them behave. If you know how to make them behave. If you don't know how to make them behave, hell, a dog is hard to be around. If you don't know how to make a dog behave, that motherfucker get on your goddamn nerve, be shitting every goddamn well, barking every goddamn 2 seconds. You make them behave, you're like, man, you know, dogs ain't that bad. You goddamn right. You make them behave. Okay, guys? But don't take women to nice spots until they done earned it from you, which means that you're going to have to come out them drawers, baby. Number 8, always making time for her when she wants to see you. Guys, you'll have women sometimes say, hey, I want to stop by there without setting a date with you. I want to stop by there and say, no, you got to make an appointment with me. No. Some of you guys, and you might have the time, but some of you guys might not have it. You might have had other plans with your friends to go do this or go surfing. Your girl call you and say, hey, Wednesday morning, can I stop by and see you today? No, I already had made plans with my other friends. That's too, if you're willing, whenever she wants to see you out the blue, outside of a date she set, and you make that's too validating. That means that she's the priority in your life. Did you get that? That's validation. She's the priority. That means that I'm willing to drop friends. I'm willing to drop purpose. Hell, I'm willing to drop my mama if it means I spend a little time with you, baby. That's too validating. Whenever a woman hits you out the blue, if a woman hits you up Thursday morning and say, hey, can I stop by and see you tonight? No. You got to make an appointment. We had to set a time. If you want to see me Thursday, you should have told me Monday. You can't hit me up Thursday morning and tell me you want to see me tonight. No. How about you? I got something to do tonight, and maybe I'm thinking. How about Saturday? I'll make a little time for you Saturday. But you trying to train her that you need a date to see me. Anything outside of that, if she gets to feel like she can just hit you up that morning and say, hey, can I stop by today? That is too validating. You just said you're the priority in my life, and I'm willing to drop anything because you had something to do, right? I mean, I hope you weren't just sitting around. You either had something with friends, purpose, something, and you're willing to just drop it to see her. No. Train her to get on your schedule. Next, guys, and this is going to be like showing off, posting too many pics online. This is going to be more of a relationship too. Posting too many pics of y'all together online. This is going to be my relationship, guys, primarily purple pill guys. Guys, ain't nothing wrong with posting a pic with your girl once a month. If you're doing one once a week, that's too validating. I would, even once a month might be much. Maybe once every 3 or 4 months, right? Once every 3 or 4 months. Even once a month seems like a lot, unless you just one of these guys who post a shitload of pictures. Like you somebody who posts a picture every other day. But I'm still thinking like once every 3 months and once every 4 months is good. And this is, and I understand, like I tell you guys, if you got a hot chick, but goddamn, you got to post a picture every month, once every 3 months. If you do stuff like that's too validating. And it's going to be more for my purple pill guys. Once every 3 or 4 months. I know she's hot, and I know you're trying to show other girls that you're pre-selected. I get all that, and that's good and dandy. I even advocate it. But goddamn, once every 3 or 4 months is good. If you can go longer than that, that's fine. Usually one every blue moon is good. They don't forget. Shit, if you post 1 or 2 a year, that's good. And this is the last one, guys. This is a funny one that a lot of you guys don't think about. Having too much sex in the beginning. Guys, if you do that and watch it, see if I'm wrong. Think about how many times you guys have just been ferociously, instigating sex with your woman, initiating sex with your woman, and she pulls back in the beginning. Guys, make these women initiate sex sometimes. Do y'all guys get that? Let them complain about it or say something about it. I did that with the girl I see on the weekend now. We got in the bed and she was like, no sex now. I was like, shit, it'd be good to feel like I'm wanted sometimes too. I was training her that you gonna do some shit too. It wasn't that me being insecure and nothing like that. You have to train your women the way you want them to be. I train my women that you're going to initiate contact also. So I initiated contact with you on Monday or Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. How your day going, blah, blah, blah. Friday. Hey, stranger, my ass. You gonna initiate some contact too, goddamn it. You goddamn right. You gonna initiate some contact too. No, hey, stranger, my ass. You have to train women the way you want them to be. If you want to have to be the aggressor all the time, starting sex and stuff like that, which all a woman has to do is just do a little something, right? And I can take it from there. But if you think you're going to be sitting up here acting like you're the desirable, what am I, chopped liver? All my girls, they'll do something if it ain't no more than, dress sexy or puts lingerie on or get in the bed naked or something like that. They do something I'm not going to be just this animal and you sitting over here. If you guys do that, watch you see a little slight pullback. I promise you, I have. Whenever I've gotten with super hot women that like I told y'all guys, the only issue I had with women was the women I had super high attraction to, right? And most of you guys know that. That was my issue with women. And then once I learned that what I was doing wrong, which was treating them different, I looked at everything that I was doing with them compared to the girls that I saw was at 7s and 8s, or compared to the girls I saw at 9s and 10s. And I looked at what I was doing with them. With the 7 and 8, sometimes, since the attraction wasn't crazy high, I didn't initiate sex all the time. I didn't call them back as soon. With the 9s and 10s, as soon as they walked through the door, I would jump on their goddamn back, ready to have sex, too validating. You was telling her your interest is too high. And for all you guys that are wondering, why is that such a big issue? It goes to women's pre-selection shit that they go through. And what I mean by that is they want a guy that's higher value than them. And what that means is I want a guy that's accustomed to banging hot chicks like me. And so when you send off signs that this might not be the norm for you, it is a turnoff. If any of you guys bang 9s and 10s on a regular basis, when you was with a 9 and 10, you wouldn't act like that. For most of my guys over here that used to bang at 9s and 10s, they can't even fuck 7 and 8s. If you're a guy over here that's constantly banging dimes, or whatever dimes to you, when you get with a 7 or 8, you can have a hard time even getting an erection. So the thing is, guys, you want to treat all women the same. So the same way you would treat a 7 or 8, which was you wouldn't be that aggressive, you wouldn't want to be that aggressive with a 9 or a 10. You would want her to have to show some interest also. But like I say, do what you want. But if any of you guys think I'm lying, just notice that when you do shit like this with the 9s and 10s and eat they pussy and all this other shit, watch they pull back. You ain't got to listen to me. I done already been through it. I'm telling you, every now and again, it's good to get into bed without having sex. Don't overdo it. Don't act crazy like like you gay or something like that. No, you don't gotta do. It don't take all that. But if you just acting like a rabid, horny dog and shit all the fucking time, watch you do a slight little pullback. You just revealed your hand. You just showed too much interest. You gave it too much validation. But do what you want to do. All right, guys. So this is 10 things men do subconsciously to validate women or to gain reassurance. I'll get back with you guys later.